Close your eyes for a moment. Breathe. Imagine a silence so complete, so deep, that the very idea of silence hasn't been invented yet. A darkness that isn't empty, but full of possibility. Before the first word was spoken, before the first human footstep on soft earth, something waited. What existed before Adam? Some traditions see this time as a great, bottomless ocean, a velvet hush threaded with potential. Scientists have their own language for it, a dance of quantum fields, a hiss at the edge of mathematics, the ghostly afterglow of creation that still hums across the sky. But no matter the label, the picture is the same, a place of restless energy where the seeds of everything we know are held in suspension. Think of a seed so small it holds an entire galaxy. Inside that seed are the laws of physics, like threads woven into cloth. Gravity, patient and invisible. Space, a framework waiting to be stretched. And time, just a rumor, not yet agreed upon. The components of reality are all there, but they haven't decided to be asterisk yet. They're just drafts, sketches, and whispers. The world we know is still just the promise of a book that hasn't been opened, of course. We have stories that paint this picture in sharper colors. Some myths say the universe began inside a perfect, golden egg incubating destiny until a god cracked the shell and outpoured light and sky. Other accounts say it was a spoken act, a voice commanding the chaos, which then arranged itself into beautiful order. These aren't just primitive guesses. They are brilliant, human attempts to hold the unholdable, to translate a mind-bendingly abstract origin into a story we can understand. Science, for all its certainty, also finds itself humbled when it looks this far back. Physicists trace history back to a high, dense state from which everything expanded and cooled to form atoms, stars, and planets. We call it the Big Bang, a name now legendary. Yet the equations themselves don't speak of an absolute before in the way we expect. The answers bore into tantalizing possibilities. Was our universe just a quantum hiccup in a larger field? Is it part of an endless cycle, a cosmic heartbeat of expansion and contraction? Or is it just one island in a vast multiverse of countless other worlds? But what if the before we're searching for isn't chronological at all? What if it's a layer of existence parallel to our own, a metaphysical realm of archetypes and intentions? Cultures across the globe whisper of such places, gardens that existed before history, halls where thoughts and patterns are stored, councils where fate is decided. These ideas invite us to consider that the prehistory of humanity might include more than just atoms and energy. It might include forms and meanings that set the stage for everything to come. And then there's a darker, more tantalizing thought. Imagine civilizations older than memory. Empires that rose and fell long before the earliest human records. Geological time is a patient, powerful thing. Mountains rise and are ground down to dust. Cities are buried under oceans or swallowed by forests. The fossil record keeps a strict ledger of life. But the impression of a mind or a culture is far easier to erase. Could there have been a people, brilliant and strange, who walked the earth before us? Could their art and architecture be hidden under polar ice or deep within the planet's bones, waiting for us to find them? Perhaps the truest before Adam includes the very ideas that would make Adam possible. Before the first human named a thing, there had to be the capacity for naming. Before the first thought, there had to be a brain that could sustain it. Before the first story, there had to be a pattern of cause and effect to make a story meaningful. In this way, our prehistory isn't just external, it's a direct lineage from particles to atoms, from molecules to cells, from cells to conscious minds. Each step, a tiny miracle stacked upon the last, until the whole thing becomes improbable enough to feel like a gift. There's another way to look at it. The answers we find for this question are often mirrors. They reflect what we fear, what we hope for, and what we value. If you need a creator with intention and care, you'll find comfort in myths of creation as an act of love. If you're drawn to the cold, thrilling clarity of equations, you'll see the cosmos as a beautiful, indifferent machine. No single picture holds the entire truth. Maybe the truth is like the horizon: the closer we get, the more we see, and the deeper the view becomes. So where does that leave us? Standing at the very edge of what we know, staring into a darkness that is both patient and inviting. It's a mystery that refuses to be pinned down, that demands our reverence. And in the tension between what we can measure and what we can imagine, there's a kind of holiness. Asking what existed before Adam is a profoundly human act. It's a refusal to accept our existence as a mere accident. Instead, we treat our life as a question asked back to the cosmos. We build better telescopes and finer theories. We listen to old myths with new ears. We dig and we code and we search, all hoping the curtain will part just a little more. And in this search, we find the most astonishing thing of all. The universe, whatever its origins, has produced a creature capable of asking. That capacity, fragile, bright, and entirely ours, might just be our greatest inheritance. Thanks for joining me on this journey into the great unknown. If you enjoyed this, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more explorations into the biggest questions of our existence. See you next time.